Hey boys, so we're doing a Thresh v Nami guide today. Um, it's Draven Nami vs MF Thresh. TLDR, play aggressive when Thresh's Q is on cooldown. Um, it's a 20-second cooldown at rank 1 without CDR, and if it doesn't hit a target, that is a lot of time for you to auto W auto, proc your Thunderlords, and win that trade. You overall you don't want to go all in unless you have some sort of advantage. You win the sustain war. The only sustain he has is Pos and Relic Shield if he chooses to go for Relic. When he's looking for a hook, you can use your E to gain at least 60 movement speed, depending on if you're running AP Quints or not, sometimes more, to help dodge the hook. And 60 movement speed is quite a lot. So that can really help you survive situations other champions wouldn't be able to. Just like in all matchups, try and hit 2 first. Draven's level 1 is strong, his 2 is, I wouldn't say insane, but Nami's kit synergizes very well with Draven, so in this matchup we definitely want to hit 2 first, just like pretty much all matchups. Thresh's level 1 is not great against Nami's because his E range, because pretty much all Threshers take E, is 400 units compared to Nami's W range of, I'm not actually sure what it is, I tried to look it up. All the websites said 725, but I'm pretty sure that's for the bounce range, because the bounce range is longer than the range where you can actually W them, right? I just wanted to pause the video here because the second wave has come in. I'm autoing these minions to hit 2 first. Thresh isn't. We're clearly going to hit 2 first. Watch how I play this. Once the minions get low, I walk up about now. Yep. Once that minion here has died, we hit 2. Because I know it's 3 melee minions in the second wave after you killed all the first wave minions. So I'm getting aggressive here. We hit 2 first. We have quite a strong level 2. So I walk up, bubble, into W auto, and then Draven just has damage. Yep, easy first blood. That's the power of level 2 power spike, boys. It's very strong against Thresh, who can't really do much against it because his E range, like, you're never really within 400 units of him anyway, so it's not really useful unless he's the aggressor. So yeah, I'll speed this up because it's just farming under turret and until Thresh gets back. Okay, on 2, we're about to hit 3, I think it's 1 minion, yep. I should be, okay, Thresh is here, I could have bubbled there, bubble and then W auto. That's Thunderlord's proc. Draven probably couldn't have got there in time to do anything, but we win that trade. He's level 1. He can't do anything against it, really. But instead, I do nothing. Get autoed by Thresh twice and take an MFQ. Like, you could say I was baiting, but this like, yeah, he's just trying to back. He's wasting his time here. Because, I mean, we're too pushed up. And unless they're going to do something. Okay. I'll go back a bit. Just because I want to show you something. Okay. Because this is Thresh's first hook of the game. I'll pause it as he's about to do it. Yeah. Okay, so Draven is here right now. And Thresh's hook is going exactly where he was at that point. So Draven dodges it, and that's important because champions that have skill shots, especially single target skill shots, generally use their skill shots in the same way. And what I mean by this is, if Thresh is hooking at the position where Draven is, he's probably going to do that for most of the game, which means you can just dodge side to side. That's the most effective way to do it. Unless you can dodge back, you have the room. Better Thresh players would try and predict the juke. So either go this way or that way, depending on which way Draven was moving at the time. And Thresh just trying to outsmart their opponent, right? This is not a great Thresh. He's silver 5 in like a plat elo-ish game, and that's just flex Q for you, and there's nothing he can really do about that. And I'll just keep playing. So basically whenever I see a hook, I just go side to side. I miss my hook, I met my bubble, but we can still 2v2 here because I have exhaust and Zed is right there. We should have turned on this Thresh earlier, I think, because MF can just get out, and Thresh goes really aggressive. If I bubbled the Thresh instead of trying to go for the MF, that possibly would have been a kill, depending on if Thresh flashed out in time or not. Either way, I think it's correct to go for Thresh there. Either way, we can play really aggressive. MF's on 1 health now. Thresh missed his hook and we just play aggressive. Like, if Thresh's hook is on cooldown, you can do whatever you want, really. I'm going to speed this up. Because it's such a long cooldown, and Nami's ranges outrange Thresh. He can't really do much about it unless he flash plays you. Generally the play that a lot of Threshers do is W their jungler in flash while the jungler's taking the lantern, E back into box, and then hook someone. And that is very strong against Nami, so you have to watch out for that, because if you're playing with a high damage AD carry, or if the Thresh is, then you can get one shot and you can't get off any of your disengage if they're fed enough. While we're fighting here, just a normal fight, and Warlord is OP, so we pick up the kill. I'll go for it. Yeah, so we're just too fed right now. Like, I'm gonna pause it, press tab, while I clicked up here for some reason. But we're a BF sword and a long sword on MF right now. They can't 2v2 us, and that was close because we took turret aggro. But in the end, we just double kill them. So this, yeah, because Draven snowballs out of control. And we just push up the wave, but you can get one shot if their AD carry is fed and you get hooked. So it is better if your AD carry gets hooked, because you can Q their AD carry and stop all the damage from coming through. Or ult if you're level 6 or higher. So basically do everything you can to not get hooked, because you can still win trades if your AD gets hooked and you don't. Because when your AD gets hooked, generally most players for their AD will just walk up blindly and start to auto. So it is very easy for you to land a bubble, and even if they do juke it, generally they haven't caught up in terms of distance to get to your AD to do damage. Unless Thresh lanterns them in, then that could be an issue. but most of the time they get hit by the bubble anyway, so it's no big deal. Draven generally pushes the wave up because of his spinning axes, and it's good against Thresh because you can deny him souls. Like, he can't get this soul here. He will die if he tries to go for that. But if you're this far ahead, it would be nice to just deny CS and try and kill them, but they're obviously going to play really passive here. They can't even look at us, we're just going to kill them. As I try and play aggressive here, I should be probably a little bit more aggressive, but I think I was scared of Evelyn, which is fair enough. Yeah, so we're just freezing the wave here. They can't do anything. They're going to do Gromp or something or back. I don't know what they're doing. So we should be playing really aggressive. We're both, we have our ults. Thresh is level 4. If he comes up too far, if he comes, like, gets anywhere out of position, we kill him. As you guys will see in a second, I think. But say this lane was even, getting one auto off and a W like that is pretty good as long as you don't get CC'd back, because nami sustain will win you the lane if you play it properly. But we're just too far ahead at this point anyway. Got high tidal wave in. Okay, so I bubble here, and it would have hit if Draven E hadn't gone through at that point, which is just miscommunication in solo queue and happens. So it misses, he gets the flash in, he goes for the flash flay because I really TP's coming through. Obviously he's gonna die. And we trade 1 for 1 as I get out. So that's fine. I mean, trading 1 for 1 with a Draven's fine anyway. So, like, this Thresh is playing too far up, and we are punishing him for it. If the lane gets out of control this hard, you can just do whatever you want, right? And you only really get punished by a TP or a gank. This play coming up is very important. Okay, so this is happening, yep. We chain our CC, the Thresh Lantern here. So obviously once the Eve CC is finished, she's going to take the lantern, right? But you can put a pink ward on it, like I did. She's autoing the pink ward right now instead of taking the lantern. If she had taken the lantern, we couldn't get that kill, because Draven's flash is on cooldown, his ult's on cooldown. I mean, Zed could probably flash over and try and kill her, but I mean, that play is so strong, and it works as well with a regular ward, but once it goes invisible it doesn't do anything. So pink wards, try and keep one for Thresh at all times, because that lantern play is ridiculously strong. So that's it for my Thresh guide. I'll be putting all my tips in the description below, and thanks for watching. Bye.